In today's Roblox Grow A Garden video, we are going to be attempting to get every single mutation on the new MULTITRAP seed, which I don't actually really know the value of this one, so I guess we're about to be surprised, but it does look cool. So we're gonna go ahead and place this down, and usually I would go ahead and start growing some extra sugar apples and use my apple gazelle to try to get the warp mutation. However, currently I think the apple gazelle is broken right now. A lot of people are still reporting that it's broken, and last video we had issues with trying to get warped. I'll pick up a couple sugar apples here just to see if we get anything, but looks like we usually only just get dupes, and it has a really hard time to give us anything else. So yeah, I believe the apple gazelle is still a bugged pet at the moment, which is unfortunate. So we might have to skip out on the warp mutation until it gets fixed. I did report that to Brighter, but I don't know when that's going to get fixed for us. All right, but in the meantime, let's go ahead and I guess just place some carrot seeds, so we have some extra carrots here for mutations. Let's go ahead and also move this pancake stack back over here to where we're going to grow that MULTITRAP, so our mooncats will be ready for that. Even though the apple gazelle doesn't work, we can still put an advanced sprinkler over here, get our mandrakes to spawn in, and get the rot mutation done, because this actually still works at least. So I'm just gonna go ahead and place a couple of mandrake seeds here. We're gonna use a watering can, and then this should spread the rot mutation to something, so we can at least get rot done. All right, there we go. We got it applied to a carrot. Got rot ready, so I'll throw that in there, and we're good to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick up these mandrakes now. And to speed this up a little bit, I'm gonna go ahead and head over here on my main account real quick. Oh, hey, look at that. We have a nighttime event, which is perfect for getting moonlit done now. But I'm gonna go ahead and hit grow all on my main account, and that will give us this MULTITRAP here. So we're gonna go ahead and just collect the heads off of this. And I'm also gonna real quick just throw a night staff down so we can get moonlit done for sure. And then I'm gonna go ahead and get my sprinklers ready on this MULTITRAP here. So let's go ahead and place our Grandmaster sprinkler down, do our Master, Godly, Advanced, Basic, and then we'll go ahead and get some mooncats spawned in here. And there we go. We just got the moonlit event applied to something. But all right, we got our mooncats to spawn in. We're gonna go ahead and spawn in one Triceratops just to help hit this thing and to make it grow a little bit faster, so we can get a big MULTITRAP head to grow on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and work on this for a second, and we'll be back in just a minute when we have a big MULTITRAP here, because it's gonna probably take a couple minutes. So one sec. All right, so a little bit of time went by, and we have our MULTITRAPs done. So these look pretty good. Obviously, this one's the biggest one. It's literally like consuming my sugar apples over there. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick up this one and this, get one right here if I can. Can I? Yeah, there we go. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and travel this so it faces this way instead now, so we can see our sugar apples and stuff. But there you go. Here's our MULTITRAP. And first things first, we got to get it to become rainbows. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick up all of these pets we have placed down. We're gonna go ahead and apply the cloud touch spray to it. Pollinated. We'll apply chocolate to it. I guess we'll use some, actually I'm gonna save some of these and go on my main account for the next couple ones. So let me grab some sprays on this account. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw a windstruck on it, and then I guess finally I'm kind of getting low on sprays, and they moved them all. You can't really craft them anymore, which is annoying, but I'm gonna go ahead and use my honey glaze sprinkler, and now this should have, yeah, multiple mutations. We have 5, which is enough to convert this thing to rainbow. So I'm gonna go ahead and spawn in my queen bee to get the cooldown started for this guy. So then that queen bee will cool down our butterfly, and the butterfly will take all of those mutations and convert that thing to rainbow. So that'll be good. All right, and then in the meantime, I'm gonna come over here on my main account. We're gonna spray this carrot right here with the shocked spray. So now I have this shocked carrot here, and with that, I'm gonna go ahead and spawn in my Raiju, and we're gonna start getting some of our guaranteed mutations done. So the Raiju will go ahead and eat that carrot, give us static on some other fruits. We'll go ahead and spawn in our lemon lion for brain rot. We'll spawn in a pterodactyl to get tempestuous done, cockatrice for toxic, Phoenix for flaming, the swan for graceful, and I believe that's all we can place down right now. Yeah, we're maxed out. So we're gonna wait to get some of these mutations done and start getting our guaranteed mutations done and out of the way, because our butterfly has the longest cooldown, so our queen bee will only target the butterfly, and we can get these guys out of the way before then and get a little bit ahead of the game here. So I'm also gonna go ahead and place down a couple more carrot seeds just so we have some more room to work with for mutations, and to make sure, you know, when we get the static done, it'll actually apply to a carrot, because I'm sure some mutations will go on this MULTITRAP, but they're going to become rainbows, so we want to make sure we get as many as we can on carrots and sugar apples so we don't lose them when this becomes rainbow here. Let's go ahead and let these pets wait a couple minutes, and we'll be back when we get some mutations done. All right, our Kitsune for my main accounts over here are about to apply chakra to something, or Foxfire chakra. Okay, we got chakra done on a sugar apple, so we'll take that. We might still get Foxfire chakra, but at least that is done and out of the way. All right, so our swan's about to give us graceful, and our lemon lion's about to give us brain rot. Hopefully they don't apply to the multi-trap. I mean, if they do, they both only have like a 5-minute cooldown, so it should be fine. But hopefully they actually just apply it to some carrots. But let's see what they do here. All right, lemon lion. Okay, perfect. Carrot and graceful was applied to a sugar apple. So perfect. We are done with our swan. We are done with our lemon lion. So another 2 pet slots we can go ahead and use. So I'm gonna move this carrot over here real quick. Can I place this down, please? I just realized there's a man face in there. That's scary. I'm being watched. Anyways, besides the man face, let's go ahead and get our badger down now to give us crack. That should be pretty quick. We're gonna get our Mizuchi down as well to give us Azure. This one as well should be pretty quick. He has a really fast cooldown, and that's our other 2 slots taken for now. So we'll just wait until our other pets give us some more mutations. But Phoenix is next, so we can go and get Flaming done. All right, here comes the Flaming mutation. It's gonna get on a bunch of stuff here. We got it on the multi-trap. We got a ton of carrots, so we are good. Go ahead and pick up the Phoenix because he has done his job. And next will be cracked, it looks like. So I'll go ahead and move this carrot over here. I believe he did get it on a sugar apple. Looks like there's one right there, but I guess, you know, doesn't hurt to have one extra one just in case. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and keep this one, though, because it does have honey glaze on it, and we could save another honey glaze sprinkler. So I'm going to throw that in the mix over there, so we don't have to use that again. But I'm going to go ahead for now and place our golden goose so we can get that fortune egg out of the way. All right, our badger is next. He's going to go ahead and give us the crack mutation. There we go. It's like already on a bunch of stuff, so I'm going to go ahead and pick him up. You've done your job, buddy. You've gotten us cracked on way more than we needed. Okay, there we go. We got toxic on a bunch of stuff now. So we can go ahead and throw one of these toxic carrots over there. Raiju just gave us static on some sugar apples and also some carrots. So there we go. Got some more mutations there. But Cockatrice is done. Pick him up. Raiju's done. Pick him up. Pterodactyl is next to give us Tempestuous. All right, we got it on a carrot. This one here, Tempestuous. I'll go ahead and move this over here into the mix. So Pterodactyl's done as well. We can go ahead and boost this Mizuchi to give us a better chance for Azure, maybe. Maybe we'll get it done now. Let's see. Failed. Okay, well, that might take a little bit longer than the other ones, but there we go. We have a lot of pets done already, a lot of our guaranteed ones, so that's going to help us. I'm going to go ahead and pick up some of these extra mutated carrots and stuff just to get them out of the way. All right, I think we're good. So everything, which is only this one carrot, is favorited, so that won't get targeted by our butterfly, and we have a lot of our pets done. So I'm going to go ahead and boost our queen bee so we can get rainbow done and out of the way a little bit faster, and then in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and spawn in 2 jackalopes to get sandy done, and 2 of our grizzly bears to try and get fall done. And then next we'll focus on our Kappa, Spriggan, our disco bees, and our chicken zombies. And I'll also go through and just make sure there's nothing else that I'm missing. I'll dig through the whole list here. Oh, we gotta get our peach wasp done. I'm gonna go ahead and boost these grizzly bears because fall is usually a annoying one to get. It takes a while. So I'm gonna boost them, and I don't actually have any small pet toys. I thought I did. So medium ones will work for now, and jackalopes are both boosted now as well. Hopefully get sandy done quick. Well, let's see if we get Azure done, maybe. Failed. All right, well, we're gonna go ahead and wait a couple minutes here to get rainbow done, and then I guess we'll come back if we do end up getting sandy or fall done. So we'll be back in a second. I just missed it. I was doing some crafting, but we did just get fall from our grizzly bears applied to one of our sugar apples, so these guys are done. Which one did you apply it to, or am I crazy? I swear I just saw fall. Where was fall? Oh, here it is, on this pollinated sugar apple. So we do have pollinated on here as well, so we can save that spray. But yeah, there we go. We have that done. Grizzly bears are done, out of the way. So I guess we'll get our peach wasp ready here to give us the plasma mutation, and now we're gonna go ahead and just let our queen bee cool down our butterfly, and hopefully I favorited everything that has 5 mutations plus, so we'll only target that multi-trap. Oh, well, I forgot I just spawned in my peach wasp. I should have waited, and now we have to wait longer for the butterfly. Okay. The queen bee, we don't even need the queen bee because the butterfly is just going to go for it. But at least we've been getting mutations done, so we're not really behind or anything. But, okay, I'm stupid and dumb. We already know this. But we did just get plasma done, so we don't have to wait for that now. That's good, right? So plasma's on this sugar apple here. So I'm gonna go ahead and boost this Masuchi then. And our peach wasp is done, so we can pick that up. That's still failing. And I don't even know if we got sandy done. I wasn't paying attention because I was so shocked at myself for forgetting to not spawn in the peach wasp yet, but okay. At least one of our 25-minute cooldowns is done. I guess that's fine. It actually does save us some time in the end. Don't think we have gotten sandy yet, so I'll go ahead and wait. In the meantime, though, we have gotten a lot of other stuff done. Okay, there we go. We just got sandy done on a carrot, so that's perfect. And a sugar apple, so we have double sandy for, I guess, ceramic, and maybe we can just get sandy after that again. I don't know. Double sandy is always good. We'll go ahead and keep both of those because we do have more Spinos now that I traded for, so we should be able to get all these mutations done just fine. But the jackalopes are done. Our golden goose is about to be done in another 2 minutes. Our butterfly still needs some time, obviously. Did the boost work? Because he has a long cooldown. So yeah, usually the longer the cooldown, the more the boost does. So I don't know if it's like a 20% speed boost or something. I don't know what the math is. My brain that doesn't do math, obviously. But all right, well, we're good with a lot of our pets here. So I'm gonna go ahead and spawn in our Kappas here to start getting bloodlet done, and we'll go ahead and start spamming in some disco beasts here to get disco done, because that's gonna take a while, and that is good. And then once we get our golden goose done, we can go ahead and throw in another disco bee, and we'll go ahead and throw some more Kappas in just a second. But we're pretty much almost done with all of our guaranteed pets already since we did them early. We do have to get our chicken zombies ready, so I'll get that. And I'm gonna go ahead and just make sure that everything is done here in my inventory. Tempestuous, static, flaming, got brain rot, graceful, fall. Okay, I'm thinking to myself out loud, don't mind me. All right, we do need to still get our Corrupt Kitsune done actually, so I'll spawn that in next instead of another disco bee, because we got to get that guy done. Hopefully Mizuchi will give us the Azor mutation. Let's go ahead and reboost the golden goose. Give me that fortune egg, buddy. Thank you. Azure is still failing, but golden goose is done. I'll pick him up. Spawn in the Corrupt Kitsune to get Corrupt Chakra done. We're gonna move this fortune egg over here into our pile of mutations. So again, I'm gonna go ahead and just sweep through all of our fruits and make sure there's nothing, absolutely nothing else with multiple, or at least more than 5 mutations on it, because we really don't want to mess that up with our butterfly. It's already taken this long, so we want to get that guy out of the way. All right, so yeah, let's get this butterfly out of the way here. Let's finally get rainbow done. I'm gonna get some more carrots ready for our Kappas, because they need a lot of carrots to work with, or just fruits, so we can get bloodlet done fast. All right, butterfly is doing its thing. Are you doing it on the right plant, or am I dumb? Did I? Okay, good. I did not miss anything. Our multi-trap is now a rainbow fruit, which is good multiplier. Last video, I thought Spinos would move the rainbow over, but I needed to use like the seedling pet or even like the sugar glider, and I didn't do that, and yeah, I'm dumb. Anyways, butterfly is done. Finally can pick up the butterfly, get that guy out of the way. We have rainbow done, so we can go ahead and favorite this here. And I guess the only spray we really need to reapply is chocolate onto it, and I guess cloud touched. We have pollinated and honey glaze over there, and then on our main account, we can go ahead and reapply. I'll walk over here so you can see me. Well, this thing is moving on my main account screen. He's like chomping. Anyways, I'll reapply luminous. I'll reapply shocked, which that's my last shock spray. No. And then I'll reapply glimmering. And I think that's it. I think we're good with the sprays. Yeah, luminous glimmering. Yeah. All right, cool. And next up will just be moving everything over with our Spinos once they're done. But all right, so I'm gonna go ahead and boost our Kappas. We can get that out of the way. Maybe the Mizuchi will give us a Zor finally, and we'll also get another disco bee in here, I guess. All right, finally, we got a Zora applied to a carrot. We'll go ahead and, I guess, spawn in our Spriggan then, and 1 extra disco beast. We get bloom done and get disco hopefully done a little bit faster. What carrot? This one? Oh, it's really cool, actually. I like that. That's a really cool mutation. Thank you, buddy. At this rate, we're just waiting to get bloodlet, disco, corrupt chakra. Oh, and we just got the regular chakra again. Thanks for that. I guess I'll pick this one up since we already have it. And yeah, bloom. So once we get these done, we'll get chicken zombies in here, and then we should be able to get ready for our AFK setup. So we should be good. I'm gonna go ahead and wait a couple minutes because it's probably gonna take a while to get bloodlet done, and I'm gonna get our disco bees boosted to get disco done, and we'll be back when some of these mutations will be getting completed again. So give me 1 minute here. Okay, well, our Kappas got lucky. They met up right here, and this guy applied wet over here. This one applied wet over here, but for some reason they somehow met and both hit 1 carrot, so it became bloodlet. I don't know exactly which one they hit. Was it one of these ones? I don't even know, dude. I have no idea which one they hit because they were so far away from each other. Or maybe something was already wet and they hit it over here. Bro, where's my bloodlet carrot? I don't know. We have bloodlet somewhere, though. That's all I know. So our Kappas are done. I'll go find that in a second. That's done, so we go ahead and pick up these Kappas. And our disco bees will be next. I guess I'll go ahead and spawn in a couple more disco bees just to make our life a little bit easier to get this one done. Bro, where is this bloodlet carrot? I have a bloodlet carrot. I'm not crazy. I know I'm not crazy. I'm normal. Or is it on the... Oh, it's the sugar apple. The sugar apple got bloodlet because it was already wet from earlier. Okay. I thought it was a carrot, bro. I don't know. I have no brain power. I think there's a couple wet ones over here as well. Wet, nasty. Nasty wet carrots, bro. That is good. I'm gonna go ahead and reapply some of these so we get bloom done from our Spriggan pretty easy. And maybe we can get disco done. We have a couple of these disco bees almost done. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll get it done. We usually take a couple tries, but maybe they'll like us today and we can get chicken zombies in here instead. All right, we have 3 disco bees about to be ready. One of these guys has to give us disco, bro. I feel it in my veins right now that one of these guys are about to give us disco. So let's see if one of them decide to like us. All right, first one's going. Failed. Oh, yeah, look at that, dude. I felt it in my veins. The second one gave us disco on a carrot. Thank you so much. We got disco done. And Bro, we got it twice. I'm telling you. I could feel it. I'm gonna go and pick this one up though, because we don't need two of them right now. Let's go ahead and pick these disco bees up. I felt it real nice in my veins. I was correct. And now we just gotta get corrupt chakra and the bloom, and then we'll pretty much be ready for our AFK setup. But we do need to get zombified as well to make things a little bit better for us. So I'm gonna go ahead and spawn in some chicken zombies here. We'll spawn in all 5 of these guys, and in the mix, I'm gonna go ahead and just spawn in my gnome to maybe get gnome done a little bit earlier, and that should be good. All right, so our corrupt kitsune is going to give us corrupt chakra or foxfire corrupt chakra now. Let's see. Okay, we got it on a carrot, and that seems to be it, but that works for us. So let's go ahead and throw this over here in the mix, and I guess I'll go ahead and pick up the corrupt kitsune and replace that with the griffin so we can try to get cyclonic done early, because we do have a new AFK pet we're gonna start using, which is my fried cooked owl here. We're gonna see if we can get cooked done on anything and get fried done as well. If we can, we can get the sizzled mutation, but we'll go ahead and give this a shot because this one will take some time. I don't know if we'll get it because fried takes a while with that mutation shard, and also cooked we usually never get. We always get burnt. Yeah, that one might be a pain in the butt, but we'll try it. We'll go ahead and throw it in the AFK mix and see if it helps at all, see if we can get it. We also did not AFK Dawnbound, so I gotta make sure I get this guy placed down so we can try and get Dawnbound done when we do our AFK setup. But we will focus on the first AFK pets and get those guys done. All right, so we should be able to get Bloom done now, and then I guess I'll use this extra slot for like maybe a Mimic Octopus or something so we can try and get Zombified done a little bit faster, or Cyclonic. But yeah, this should be done. This one's usually pretty easy. All right, yeah, there we go. We got it on a bunch of carrots here, so I'll go ahead and throw at least one of these over here in the mix, and we'll get Gloom. Can I please place this down? There we go. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and pick up the Spriggan, and I guess we'll throw in a Mimic Octopus just to maybe help get Zombified done a little bit faster. And I mean, I could go ahead and start with some of our AFK pets, but we already are kind of doing that. And I want to get Zombified out of the way first, because these AFK pets usually take a while, and that's why they're AFK pets. So yeah, we'll just do the Mimic Octopus for now to hopefully help with Zombified. Hopefully we get Gnome done, and then we'll be ready to AFK. So I'm going to go ahead and wait out this next few minutes, and hopefully we'll get Zombified done with one of these first chicken zombies. All right, let's see if any of these chicken zombies help us out and give us Zombified. Okay, first one failed. Okay, there we go. Second one, we got it on a carrot already, so that's perfect. We can actually just go ahead and pick up the rest of these guys then. And Zombified is done and out of the way. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up that Mimic Octopus there, and we're going to move this Zombified carrot into the mix over here. And we are pretty much ready for our AFK setup now. So I guess I'll go ahead and boost this Griffin to try and get Cyclonic done a little bit faster, but we're going to go ahead and get our AFK setup ready. So we do have Gnome for Gnomed, Griffin for Cyclonic, which could be Maelstrom and Storm Charge. We'll go ahead and get a Lobster in here for Molten, Meteoric, and that'll become Blazing and Infernal. Go ahead and get our Aromatic Spaghetti Sloth for Sauce, Pasta, and Meatballs to give us the Spaghetti mutation, and get the Aromatic Shard mutation from that. Get our Corrupted Scarlet Macaw in here, and I guess let's go ahead and see. We need to get our Junk Bot for the oil mutation, and we do need to get our Tranquil Scarlet out as well. And I feel like I'm missing one of our AFK pets that I normally have in the mix. Oh, you know what? We got to get our Space Squirrel done. That's what it is. All right, so that will give us Void Touched, and then once these guys are done, we'll swap out with the Fried Cooked Owl to try to get Sizzled done, Scented Mooncat to get Dawnbound done, and then we'll also get some Spinos in here to start getting everything moved over to our big multi-trap plant. And we'll come back in a little bit, see what mutations we got, swap some pets out, and get this multi-trap to be a very, very nice multi-trap, very expensive multi-trap. And we'll also see if our Griffin gives us Cyclonic in the next minute. But obviously, if we skip ahead a little bit further than that, then you know we did not get Cyclonic this first round. Yeah, it's only been about a minute, but we got the Cyclonic mutation on 3 of our carrots. Our Griffin just saved us there, because now we can actually get our Scented Mooncat spawned in and work on getting Dawnbound, because that's actually going to take quite some time to get that. So we have 3 Cyclonic carrots. I'm only going to take 2 of these so we can get Maelstrom and Storm Charge, possibly, depending on what order we get that mixed in. So we'll go ahead and throw these over here. All right, we're good to go. We're gonna go ahead and continue with our AFKing and hopefully get these mutations done pretty quickly. We AFK'd for about our first hour here, and while I was AFK, my game just died. Roblox disconnected me. I don't know if there's a new system in place where you can't like AFK. I mean, I know you can't, but I had an auto clicker going and it still made me disconnect, so I'm not sure what happened. But anyways, the only really mutation I've seen is that we got all the spaghetti ones done, but we still need aromatic, so we can't swap out our spaghetti sloth just yet, but we did get Tranquil done at least. So this one is like one of the only ones we got done, because I don't even know what time I disconnected. We also did get an Aurora a little bit ago, and we have another one going on now. So we did get Aurora mixed in here somewhere. Anyways, yeah, so our Mooncat has been completely reset, and I gotta wait a very long time still, which is not fun for me, but at least, hey, we got Tranquil done, so I can pick that guy up, and I think that was it. But we can at least get our first mega spine. Actually, no, we can't. We can't get that in here because we got to get our fried cooked owl in here to try and give us sizzled. So still no Spinos yet, but hopefully that'll change soon. Hopefully we can actually get some of these other pets done this time and come back to a better setup here. I think to make it a little bit easier, I'm gonna go ahead and just pick up all these carrots because all the pets we have now aren't like a area effect mutation pet. They're all ones that will just directly apply to fruits. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is just pick up all these carrots, get them out of the way, and that should help us a little bit, and we can just get everything applied to these carrots and those sugar apples. So I'll get all these out of the way, so it'll be a little bit easier for us later with the Spinos. But yeah, hopefully we can actually get some of these mutations done because we didn't get any done since that broke. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and AFK now, and hopefully we come back to actually some mutations being done. All right, so we were still struggling a bit today after AFKing for another hour. The only mutations I've noticed that we got in the mix over here was the corrupt mutation on a sugar apple up here, so we can pick up our corrupted scarlet. We also did get fried done, but we did not get cooked done yet. We have burnt, but we need to get cooked so we can get sizzled, and we did get gnome done, so that's good, so we can pick up our gnome. But we still need to wait for dawnbound, which is going to take a couple more hours. Of course, we need aromatic from our spaghetti sloth, and then we still need to get oil. I think we still need both molten and meteoric. We need void touched, and then again we just need cooked. So we didn't get a lot of stuff done. I'm even double checking through here, and we still need a lot. So we at least got 2 more pets done. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and spawn in 2 mega spinosauruses to start getting stuff moved over to our multi-trap. But yeah, we're struggling a bit. We have a lot of mutations we still need to get, and we have not gotten within the last hour. I expected more progress, but hey man, I guess the one good thing is the gnome merchant's back, so more crates for our gnome pet to give us the gnome mutation in the future. But hopefully we can get the rest of these done. Oh, actually, it looks like we did get meteoric done up there on a sugar apple, but I don't see molten anywhere. Oh, we did get molten done. Okay, so we're a little bit further ahead than I thought. Okay, that's good. So we can actually pick up our lobster. I'm just dumb, I didn't see those, and we could spawn in another Spino. All right, so this looks kind of crazy. We're literally getting a sandstorm and a sun god event at the same exact time, so it's very bright and hurting my eyes. But so on our multi-trap here, we did get everything moved over with our Spinosauruses, and we finally just got Dawnbound done. The toy actually boosted my Mooncat with a Dawnbound mutation by about an hour, so I saved about an hour of waiting, which is really useful. But anyways, as you can see here, our multi-trap has a bunch of mutations on here. We have 37 mutations total, and the only thing I can tell you that I noticed is that Verdant did not become Paradisal. We did not get Paradisal today, which is a little annoying because, you know, usually we get Paradisal, but there's just not been a heat wave event all day. And the other thing that has been a pain was that we sat here for hours with a cooked owl, and we got burnt and fried multiple times, but we never got cooked, which means we never got these sizzled mutations. So that's kind of out of the picture. But with 37 mutations, if we actually separate some of these like spaghetti, we'd be at about 39 mutations. Harmonized Chocolate would bring us to about 40, Abyssal 41, Gloom 42, Infernal would bring us to about I want to say 45, Ceramic would bring us to about 47, Storm Charged about 49, and I believe that's everything separated. So about 49 mutations total on this multi-trap, which is pretty good considering we didn't have any admin events today. And this thing I'm hoping is worth a lot of money, so we're gonna go ahead and grab a magnifying glass and throw it in our hotbar here. And without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and reveal the value of this multi-trap with all of these mutations, and hopefully it's worth it. And then after, we'll try to get the amber mutation on it and see if it bumps up at all. But let's go ahead and check the value on 3, 2, 1. So this multi-trap is worth 2.2 trillion, which is actually very, very good. And surprisingly, if you didn't watch my last video, the Crimson Thorn video, you might want to go watch that before I spoil what I say. But in the Crimson Thorn video, that thing is actually the best valued fruit in the game, and it was worth less. And I think that's only because we didn't get the rainbow mutation on that, because we had gold instead of rainbow. So rainbow really does help, and it got our multi-trap up to 2.2 trillion, which is very good. Now I'm gonna go ahead and spawn in my raptors here, and we're gonna see if we can get the amber mutation, but I don't know if we'll be able to. It's a hit or miss with these guys, so let's just go ahead and try. All right, we have some raptors boosted. Let's go ahead and try to pick up our multi-trap and see if we get amber applied. Oh, look at that. We actually did get amber applied. So we're going to try to check the value with Steven now to see if it went up any at all. So it's 2.2 trillion. How much is it now? 2.3 trillion. So they did fix Amber, making it worth less, and it did bump us up about another 80 million, I think that was. So yeah, that actually helped getting Amber on it. So yeah, we did reach about 50 mutations total on this thing, and that is our multi-trap. This thing has so many mutations, and it's going to join our collection here with all these other multiple mutated fruits that we have. So anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and if you did, drop a like, comment down below what you want to see next, or if you want to see me try some new games like Plants vs Brain Rot, because that is made by Jandel and it might be interesting for me to try that out. Also subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.